We're back in the park today, and I have another one of the news videos. Look, there's a lot of stuff going on, or at least something's going on. I like to cover this stuff, so I thought I'd just have a little update video, and I had some park gameplay, so I might as well have put this one out. So today we're going to be talking about the rumors. I mean, I don't know if this is a rumor right now, actually, because I just got this report yesterday that Joakim Noah is expected to sign an $18 million deal. At least that's how much money he's getting per year with the New York Knicks. I don't know how many years it is. You know, they haven't covered a lot of stuff, but that's what it looks like. And it's interesting because Joakim Noah, I said yesterday that I did not think that he's the guy that really puts the pieces together to make you a contender. And that's what the Knicks are trying to do. It looks like they're giving him the money. $18 million, that's a lot of money for a guy that I don't think, personally deserves that much money. I don't think it's really in the numbers. I mean, obviously, yes, he averages 4 points per game. His numbers weren't good last year. He was injured. He came off the bench. His minutes were inconsistent. So very interesting when you look at that from that standpoint, because he's not really a guy that you can really measure his value. It's really hard to, because obviously his numbers don't tell the story. He's a good defensive player. He's an effort guy, and that's something you like, but I don't know if an effort guy is worth $18 million a year, and I don't really know if that's going to make you a contender. The Knicks have a lot of money to spend, basically, but I just think they could really spend it on different and better free agents than Joakim Noah. But it looks like this is what they're going to decide to do. Obviously, Joakim Noah and Derrick Rose will be reuniting if that's the case, and it looks like it is. There were reports that the Knicks were a favorite to land Joakim Noah, and right now that's what it looks like is going to happen. So obviously, very interesting news here, and not really something I expected, but the Knicks, they do like to make big moves, and sometimes bad moves, just risky moves usually. This is characteristic of them, so really not that surprised after, realizing, what was going to happen in this. Obviously, there are the new contracts, like the new salary cap, so the cap room is just huge this year, so teams are going to be able to get as many, just hella players for max money. Salary cap goes up for the TV deals. I don't really know what that entails, but it's just more money, so I guess this kind of makes sense in a way. Now, the next thing I was going to talk about in this video was Kevin Durant. And I did talk about Kevin Durant yesterday, but there's more to Kevin Durant than I talked about yesterday. I was talking about a lot of players yesterday. Kevin Durant is not going to meet with the Washington Wizards, which is really funny because all of last season there was speculation on Kevin Durant, right? He's going to leave OKC, he's going to go to DC, KD to DC. That was a huge thing last season, and now it's just gone because, for some reason, he doesn't want to go back to his hometown. And I think that makes sense because LeBron James going back to Cleveland is completely different than Kevin Durant going back to Washington, D.C. Kevin Durant never said anything about going to Washington, D.C. He never mentioned it. People just speculated it, and he just kind of went with it. He's not really the guy that cares about what they say about him in the media, so he's not going to comment on that. And it makes sense, right? Why would you? Why would you rule something out mid-season? But people just went on with it and acted like, okay, Kevin Durant's going to go to Washington, D.C., and now look at what happens. It's not going to happen. It's not at all surprising to me because there was 0% chance in my mind that Kevin Durant was going to D.C., just because look at DC and look at OKC. Just look at the two rosters. Washington is bait. I don't know what they're even doing in Washington. They've got a superstar in John Wall, but Bradley Beal is always injured. You really don't know how good he is because he's never healthy. And the rest of their team is a mess. I mean, it's either just a bunch of old players on their way out or a bunch of young guys that are not developed yet. And it doesn't really look like a good landing spot for anyone. I mean, you get a big name free agent, but Kevin Durant wants to go to somewhere satisfactory for him. And Washington just isn't. I think this makes sense. Now, there are 6 teams, I think. Isn't that right? 6 teams that Kevin Durant wants to meet with. This includes Oklahoma City, Golden State, San Antonio. I I think New York, Miami, and Boston. He's not meeting with LA, I don't think. I'm not 100% sure on this. I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure. So the one that's most interesting to me is Los Angeles Clippers, because we already knew that Golden State was interested in Kevin Durant, and that probably looks like the second most likely thing behind him going to Oklahoma City. But the Los Angeles Clippers is a whole different thing. And we didn't hear about this at all until just recently, because the Los Angeles Clippers, they just don't seem like that team. They don't have the cap space to offer him the max, which is one thing, which probably should rule them out, but they're trying to compromise. I mean, they really want him to forfeit money to make a big four. I mean, that's just insane. I don't think that, I don't know. It's hard because think about the Clippers with Kevin Durant. I mean, that's the only hole they need to fill is their small forward. It's been like that for years. The Clippers need a small forward year after year after year. And Kevin Durant's available. Why not at least try to land him? And it's incredible because now they're actually one of the top potential targets. So the Clippers are interesting. That would be a hell of a team there. Obviously you got the Spurs and the Warriors, which would be devastating. Both teams. I think if he chooses one of those two teams, that team would be the title favorite for 2017 NBA Finals, right? I mean, the Spurs would be interesting because him and Kawhi Leonard on the perimeter that's just unreal. That defense would be insane, and it would just give them. I don't even want to go into it. If he goes to the Spurs, it's just incredible. That potential move is just insane. How about the Heat, though? I think the Heat are being very overlooked in this. Pat Riley is a genius at this sort of thing. And you don't ever underestimate Pat Riley. He's gonna pitch one hell of a. I mean, I can't even imagine what he has in store for Kevin Durant. But I'm sure he's pretty confident that he can land him. But really, I think a lot of this is just unnecessary because I think that he's going back to Oklahoma City. I mean, why wouldn't you? And that's what I said all last season. But now you look at teams like not OKC. Now you look at teams like Golden State and San Antonio. You think, wow, what could this team be? The best team of all time? I mean, I don't know. It's just ridiculous at this point. But that's all the speculation for now. He's going to line up a couple meetings. The Thunder are first to meet with KD. Please like and comment and subscribe if you like this video because I like making these videos and I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of people that also like that I make these videos just because I get some attention on these. So please like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Thanks for watching. If you watched, I'm out. See you later.